Tyler Floyd, Stephenville, Texas. I'm a junior catcher. I first got into baseball. My dad was a baseball player throughout his life, and he never let me play t-ball. So I went straight into like coach pitch and kid pitch and all that. And I've been playing since I was 3 or 4, and just my grandpa taught me a lot as well about the game. So playing at McLennan was awesome the 1 year that I was there, and it's definitely different, just kind of the culture of the school and of baseball. At junior college, you pretty much have baseball and that's it, and you're playing year-round, and then you come here and there's all kinds of regulations and that kind of stuff, and you know, bigger crowds, people, interviews like this. You don't get that in JUCO, so it's different, but there's advantages and disadvantages, I'd say. My dad went here, and my sister also goes here, so we've had a lot of ties to Texas Tech, and when Coach Tadlock called me, I talked to my high school coach and people who know the game, and they said, you really want to play for that guy. So him, along with Coach Thomas, who also recruited me, just really drew me here. My main goal for my game always is to play defense first and hit second, which sometimes I don't get a lot of interviews like this because of that, but I like to take care of my pitchers first before anything else. When we have a low team ERA, I feel like I'm really proud about that, even though people don't realize like what goes into that. My relationship with the pitchers is something special, I'd say. Just because, especially this year, with me catching almost all the games, I've gotten to work with all of the pitchers instead of just some select few like I did last year. And especially with the starters like Ryan Mosley, and then guys who come in like Corey Taylor, just have a really good relationship with them and spend a lot of time with them off the field. And I feel like that helps us a lot. Catching in the Big 12 is something I always wanted to do. Pretty much any kid in Texas wants to play in the Big 12. Like you said, it's a lot of a mental side of it. You need to stay really strong. That's part of my game that I'm really strong with, is staying focused mentally and kind of staying ahead of other people. I would say if you're a high school kid wanting to catch in the Big 12, you just got to keep working hard, keep doing what you're doing, and really focus on the mental side of the game. Especially with the freshmen, I try to kind of let them know that this is really not going to be easy, and you're going to fail more than you ever have, because all the freshmen coming into Division I have been successful their whole career. When they do fail, try to pick them up and say, I've failed more than you probably ever will. The biggest message that we hear almost every day is just take one day at a time and practice and play one day at a time, waking up, trying to beat someone that day. Coach Tadlock always says if you practice like you're playing a championship game, then once you get to the championship game, you can just play like you always have. You don't have to change anything.